you doing today? So today I got this thing. I got, it's like a wooden cutout, and you punch out these shapes and you build a Dumbo, and then you paint the Dumbo. So it's like this. So I figured we can sit together and put this Dumbo together and paint it. How's that sound? Dumbo. So I have little Dumbo right here. So he's all put together. He looks good. But this is the paint that they give you. Right off the bat, there's an issue here. Dumbo is gray. Do you see any gray? I see a teeny tiny black and a teeny tiny white that you can mix and make gray, which I mean is fine and dandy and I'm sure will work. But these are really teeny tiny things to have to start mixing, and I don't know I'll have enough to paint Dumbo. But I have my box of paint over here. So I think I'm just gonna use this paint to paint Dumbo. Yeah, it'll also let me shade Dumbo and do a little bit more. But this little box of paint, even though I have to also mix paint using this, I have a lot more options. So I'll show you what's inside that box. So all of these paints are inside that box that I just showed you. So this Artist Loft acrylic set, it's 24 of these little tubes of paint. And this is Artist Loft is like the generic Michaels brand, so it's actually pretty affordable. So, as you can see, this is a similar situation where I do have to mix paint, but I know I have enough. You know what? Since I have enough, let's try it with what they give us, and if I run out, then I will go on to this Artist Loft paint. That's how we're gonna do this. Here's little Dumbo. He's drying right now, but he's all painted. His feet are dry, so I can spin him around. His hat's still really wet. But that's little Dumbo. Let's see. Yep. There he is. So, what did I think of this Dumbo project that I did? It was this ink and paint Dumbo. Did it have any other name to it? No. It's a 3D wood and model paint set. So the instructions that it came with were very easy to easy to follow. So it literally was like pictures, step by step, how to put each piece together. So that was very simple and user friendly. However, as I was going, the pieces were not staying and were literally just falling out. And I was afraid to push too hard because the wood is very flexible. So I wasn't sure how much pressure it could take without snapping. Because just when I was like punching the wood out of the frame, like this one right here, I don't know if you could see that. Like there's still a piece stuck there because when I punched it out of the frame, it snapped. So like because that happened like right off the bat, I was like pretty worried that pushing too hard on these pieces like they would break. I didn't break any, so that's really good. But as I was going and they were all falling off, I realized I should use a little bit of glue. The instructions on here, when you look at the build, it says use interlocking joint technology. This model fits together securely with help from illustrated step-by-step instructions. So this did not say glue was required, but my pieces kept falling apart without the glue. Once I put the glue on, everything was perfect. But what I did notice, and I noticed it when I got to the last step, which was attaching Dumbo's ears, you have to push them in till they click, because I wasn't able to put Dumbo's ears in properly because the piece that was next to it was not fully clicked into place and it didn't give way for the ears. So once I saw that and I realized what had to happen, I went back and I started putting extra pressure on a few of them and I found the click. But it was a little scary doing that. I really wasn't sure if I was going to ruin my project or not. I didn't, but just FYI, you have to put enough pressure on them for them to just click into place. So that was the assembly part. Again, once I put a little bit of glue, easy peasy. It was so simple to follow those instructions. It was great. Then on to the paint. I don't know if you could see what's left in here. It was kind of dried out. It didn't mix together. So I tried to mix the black and the white to make the gray. And it was just very clumpy and it wasn't blending and it stayed mostly black. And I only put a little bit of the black and it... Disney Ink and Paint, you gotta up your paint game. So if you're going to do one of these, what I would suggest is having glue and having your own acrylic paint. Because the acrylic, the paints that this came with, they were just not cutting it. The other thing about this that I find interesting, it says this is for ages 8 and up, and it has a skill level of 2 out of 4 stars. I don't know. This could be 8 and up with parental or adults assistance in putting the pieces together. I'm not 100% sure a kid could do something like this on their own. So if you are getting this for a kid, stand by to provide assistance just in case. Yeah, but I mean, this was fun to put together. I enjoyed making this. This was really cute. It was worthwhile. I got it at reduced price. The sticker on this says it's $25. I don't know if you could see the $24.99. I would not have paid $24.99 for this thing. I got this because I was ordering something else and there was a sale where if I ordered, literally I was 1 penny underneath the sale price. So I needed to buy something else to get the sale price. And by purchasing this, it made this free and the other item cheaper and free shipping. Like I literally had to buy something. So I got this for nothing. Yeah, so it's cute. It was a fun way to spend my evening. Would it have been $25 fun? No. $10 fun? Yeah. Yeah, maybe 15. I wouldn't I wouldn't spend 25 on this. Just saying. Especially with the quality of paint included that it I couldn't even use the paint that was included. So keeping that in mind, yeah. Um yeah. So that is my review of this ink and paint Dumbo wood 3D model and paint set. So yeah, I hope that helps you decide if you want to get a little wooden paint set. They make a few different ones too. It's not just Dumbo. There's a few other characters that they make as well. So okay, with that, I am gonna get going and clean up all this paint. And I bid you adieu. Have a great night and stay inspired by. Good night.